I live in my car in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania.
So how long have you been out there sleeping in your car?
Tomorrow will be 6 months.
Well, why are you upset? What does it make you feel?
I can't believe it's been this long. I still haven't been able to find a full-time job or even a part-time job. And it's just devastating. And I never thought this would happen to me.
Where were you before?
I was working for a company where I negotiated contracts for telecom. The area manager ended up firing the 3 women that were on the team, May 22nd, 2023. And all 3 women got fired on that day. So we were all devastated.
What is it like to live in your car?
What's it like? Definitely not what I thought it would be. People have made cars to travel across the United States and everything else, and it's not fun like that. You're constantly losing things. It's constant not knowing where you're going to be next or when you're going to be woken up in the middle of the night and you're going to have to move your location again. So it's uneasy. It's definitely not fun. I would not wish this on my worst enemy.
Who wakes you up in the middle of the night?
Security for whatever location I'm at, or the police. I don't like to be in a totally dark area because you never know who's around your car. I did that once and never do it again.
Did what once?
Oh, where I parked in a very dark area, so people wouldn't notice my car, and so I could get some sleep. And a car with a bunch of kids came up and were harassing me and everything, and I had to speed off, and then they followed me. So I've learned not to park in a very dark area. Mm-hmm. And keep applying for jobs nonstop. I keep getting turned down or just totally ignored.
So you've been applying for things that you've done before?
Oh yeah, and receptionist, even things I don't want to do.
Just to keep your car?
Oh yeah, yeah. And put gas in it and pay the insurance. And I still have my cell phone bill. And I have a storage bill too.
Why can't you find a place?
Because I don't have a job. Even rooms for rent and things like that. I've talked with people, met with people, and they're like, but you don't have a job. That's great. The county said they would help you out with first month's rent, last month's rent, and the security deposit. But because you don't have a job, no, we're not gonna allow you to even rent the room. And some of the rooms go from $800 to like $1,800 a month. It's insane with the, what people are doing now. I've tried with the county. I called them nonstop. They keep saying, no, there's no room for you at the shelter. If you had a child, that would be different. We could give you housing. I need further education to get a job because even admin jobs, they're stating you need a college degree, either associates or bachelor's, in order to work as a receptionist. And I'm like,
what?
You don't need that to be a receptionist or a coordinator.
You need a college degree?
Yes.
To be a receptionist?
Yes. That wasn't part of the criteria for my entire life till now. So I would say education is key, so things will change, and I can make sure they change further. Like I'm interested in going to radiology school. So I make sure this never happens. The other thing is there has to be facilities where, housing projects for the homeless that are in my situation, who got fired from a job, who don't do drugs, who are in this situation where they're trying to have some dignity and trying to look for a job and everything, but there's nowhere to go. You know, we're lumped all in that clump of people. Oh, you're a drug addict, you're an alcoholic, that's why you're homeless. And it's not the case.
Say I was one of those legislators. What would you want them to think about? Number one, you need training, right?
Right.
And number two, there has to be somewhere to live.
Right. There, yeah. I mean, training, and so it both coincide. So you have to have a roof over your head. You can't have the fear of always having to move throughout the night, living in your car and everything else, while also doing training. So you can better yourself. And at the same time, work. You know, even if it's a part-time job, even at the facility where you're doing the training or something like that, to also give back to the community and help the community. You know, because I've had my real estate license for 17 years. So also I can help other people who are looking for rentals and match people up if they need to find a place. So there's some advantages that they can use here, but they haven't, even the county people and the state legislators and everyone haven't even taken note of that. And like, oh, you mean you could help us? I'm like, yeah. And we all need to change it and change the perception. That's the worst part because, you know, people talk about homeless like you are a disease and that you shouldn't be allowed anywhere. And it feels like COVID all over again, where you can't go to places because you're homeless. And it hurts you mentally.
That's very true.
And the other thing, counseling. Major. So you don't get down in the pit where you can't get out.